How do I practice not being a girl on the internet? Oh, man. Okay.
Select your hero.
No!
Okay, fine, Dio.
Oh, you can't Genko anymore.
You don't. You can
This
play
is a
Moira.
good comp
I'm not
to start
screaming at
with.
you for playing Moira.
Yeah, she wanna.
They took my Gengu and my Widow.
Oh.
It's fine. I play.
Man, I gotta save that. Soliloquizing is the gentleman's version of ranting. You're goddamn
right.
right.
Everyone doing today?
Try Zari.
I like that, Angela, that you're saying, how's everybody doing today? You know, even if you just get people talking, not even about the game, it makes them more comfortable to talk about the game when shit's actually important. It's really good to, like, start
I
games
see that
on
I'm
a
going
positive
to be our
note.
main DPS behind the shield. Me and Cloud, for that matter.
Interesting composition. You have two, like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
inconsistent damages,
Oh, you're,
but, like,
you're the
low
tank, though.
damage.
You're the other tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zari is a DPS. Actually, I want to play.
Okay, so with this composition, normally these DPS are more suited to dive. Because Zarya Rein lends itself more to Deathball. And we're on Eichenwalde, so Zarya Rein is a good pick. You know, there's a lot of maps where Zarya Rein is good, but Winston Diva's better, but this isn't really one of them. Either one is equally good. Unfortunately, like, Widow is good even for body shotting. It allows, like, Genji to dash to finish the kill, or, like, a Winston to dive and finish the kill. But, like, we're going to be trying to take ground using a Zarya Reinhardt, but we're not going to have the DPS that will, like, force the enemy team out of position. So Reinhardt and Zarya are going to be running out of resources really, really quickly, and the lack of consistent damage from Widowmaker and Genji are going to mean that the enemy team is not going to have to expend as many resources to force the tank to either stop taking ground, die, or retreat and stabilize. We're running double primary healers, so like we're going to have a really strong tank push. We're going to be able to take ground pretty aggressively. But if these DPS don't do their job, and they're going to be doing their job without the traditional support of a tank, this team does not have a lot of synergy.
Play Hog, kinda.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, Hawk.
Chad actually moves so fucking fast. Sorry, he's a DPS, just beating the devil out of each other and a lot of happy accidents. Yeah, being positive with your team can make a world of difference. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. You know, the amount of games that I've won, so this is my little thing, is that people are like, oh, we had 5 DPS and we lost. I actually probably win more games with 5 DPS on my team than I lose. And the way that I do that is I lock Zenyatta, and then when I discord something, I literally just scream on comms whatever is discorded. There is no amount of healing or tanking in the world that can save you while you're discorded from 5 DPS. And as soon as we get one pick, we will get a second. And as soon as we get a second, we will get a third. And then we will continuously stagger you until we win the game. 5 DPS Zenyatta, totally fine. You shouldn't Mercy, because you have no tanks to heal. Zenyatta, and if you take a composition to the extreme, may as well go all the way to the fucking extreme. Lock Zenyatta and just start screaming discords. I swear to God you will win 5 DPS games like it's just Christmas. Yeah, I just had a game with 6 DPS and we won. It happens more often than not. Yeah, and like, you know, people aren't going to focus the discords unless you're literally screaming at them. Like, just start yelling, man. Fuck, like, no, it's not cowardice or shy. You just, I want to win the game. Shoot this, please. We'll win the game. Like, I don't know. I do like weird skits where I put on accents. I try and like talk in funny ways just to keep people focused and like winning and positive. You know, you don't need healers. It's ranked. Like, you need healers if you're playing scrims, but ranked, you can make anything work.
Hog might do very well.
I'll see. I want to see what their comp is first, because it's a little bit easier on our Ryan to like make mistakes if he uses Zarya with him.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, that does give him a lot of utility.
And tremendous. Thank you for the
he's
follow
more
and
than just
welcome to the
rectangle
stream.
Man with the Zarya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tanks are going to be able to push
Are
pretty
we all
hard
ready to
because of the
win?
Ana Moira. You have no defensive
Look how
ults, so
often I made
once
this
like team
poster
fights
and
come
the
down
Widow
to
just
ults, it's
slapped
going to
her
be pretty
fucking spray
bad.
on it.
But it's
Yeah,
all
now
down
it
to
looks
whether
like
your
we'll
Widow
have
gets a
massive
pick or your
bar.
Genji can cause chaos.
Oh, okay. Well, alright.
Oh, I tried to.
boy,
put
that
it,
was
it's too
fun.
late.
Caution. you know that people are going to be trying to get easy ult charge off the front doors. Let your tanks go first. Check for Sim, check for Junkrat. You have a Zarya. Your Zarya should be the one out the door with the Reinhardt, bubbling both the Reinhardt and herself to get an easy 80 energy. Just a moment's caution will prevent that from happening.
Good
You
game,
die,
boys.
Genji, you reported?
Good game.
Okay, you didn't die, you're a god. Alright, 2 more people spawning.
This will heal.
Just wait for our Moira to catch up, and then I'll bubble you, Ryan. Oh, why did my bubble not go off?
I will unmake you.
Didn't go off because he died.
Hold on, I think I have to fix my...
So, your Genji got a kill. That's pretty cool. I don't know how he killed a Roadhog. That's really impressive. And a grenade, maybe? However, we've also fed our Reinhardt. So don't attack until you're, like, ready to go. Full shield HP 2000, bubbles on cooldown. You know, bubble has to be early so that by the time, you know, you've gotten a little bit of charge, it can come off cooldown so you can get a second one during the push to keep it going. But, like, losing a Reinhardt here was a huge loss to tempo, and it, like, the enemy got ult charge off this, right? So now you're behind in the ult charge department as well. Not only did we get a few picks, like, right out in front of the door, so their Junkrat's going to be close to Tire. Whatever kill... Oh, look. Their Junkrat kills your Reinhardt as well. Their Junkrat has Tire. You're already down an ult.
It's cool, I probably should have just used my shield anyway.
I gotta fix my bubble sensitivity!
That's much better.
There we go.
I will rebuild you.
On Moira, Moira has a healing over time that reduces. So if you're only healing like a Widowmaker, you can just, like, instead of just pissing on her in a continuous stream, like, I want to make sound of like, tss, like that. If you just like, tss, 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 it uses less healing resources on a Widowmaker and will still get her to full health. Tap piss, yeah. Choke the stream.
Yeah, they
Fade is not an ability you can use lightly. Fade is an escape. So, you just encountered a Mei. Wouldn't it be nice if you had some crazy ability that turns you invincible and vulnerable and amps your movement speed so you can run away from the impending death that is Blizzard Witch? Oh yeah, it's that ability you just used for no reason. Enjoy death.
have a Mei looking for walls. Ooh, who's frozen over there?
It me. The bot.
She missed the headshot? Wow, okay. You are so
Kill this
lucky.
Mei, kill Mei. Mei right side, Mei right side, Mei right side.
Good kill. Following the call out, that is nice. God Apples, thank you for the follow.
Oh my god, our Genji almost died. There's a hog left side. Careful. Looking for hooks. Nice.
So, Moira is suited as a tank healer, right? So right now you've got your back turned to the enemy and you're looking up to heal a Widowmaker. Honestly, the Widowmaker is in no immediate threat right now, so you can leave her at half health. And I've talked about this before, but a 5-on-6, or in this case, it's at least a 4-on-6, favors trading over healing. So if you let Widowmaker die, but your contributions to damage also lead to a pick and turns it to a 3-on-5, instead of a 50% advantage in terms of numbers, we have a 66% in terms of advantage. So, like, unless somebody is imminent danger of dying, which this Widowmaker is very much not, like, the team fight has already turned into your favor because we have the 2 picks here. Just add damage and kill the rest of them faster. The value you're getting out of healing this Widowmaker compared to actually, like, damaging the opponents, which you were doing quite well until a moment ago, is pretty good. But you have to remember that healer's job is not always heal. You are a support. A DPS player is the Force. Not the Jedi Force, but the Force. And as a support, not a healer, there's a reason it is not called healer, it is called support. You are a Force multiplier. So once the teamfight has already turned in your favor, start working on trading and contributing to kills rather than healing. You heal your tanks primarily to allow them to gain ground and take space from the opponent, and you heal DPS only to prevent their death. Beyond that, you need to contribute to the actual killing of the enemy team. Billy Goatbuff. I love that name. That's such a fucking sick name. Thank you for the stream. Maybe that May also has a Tracer alt. Donald Trump, Golden Shower advice over here. Hey there. Where on Discord do I submit my YouTube link for the VOD reviews? You can message me directly with the link. If you're in the Diovan Discord, I'll be at the top on the right side. There's also a VOD channel where you can just post it in our Discord if you want like the general masses to look at it. Like the entire Discord is really like coach friendly, and we like to provide advice to each other and pretty honest feedback. So if you want more than just me to review the video, you can post it in our OW VODs channel, and a whole bunch of people will take a look at it for you. The Discord, if you hit !Discord, Nightbot will give you the link if you haven't joined already. Two follows right in a row, Dean Tyler and Just Cynical. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream. We're reviewing a Platinum support player right here playing Moira.
We got
they have
we
a
got
Hulk,
this.
so now they have a Junkrat, so Zarya was the right choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Lucky. I
Okay.
actually wanted an excuse to swap to Holic.
So this isn't just a plat error, this is an error that even Grandmasters make. Is that you've won the fight. Hooray! We're so good at this game. Look at us standing on this payload. Just pushing it. Overwatch at the higher elos is about maximizing your value at literally every opportunity. This payload is going to go from where it is to here. And then it is going to sit through an animation stage where the gate goes up, the payload pushes through, and this is locked. Doesn't matter if you have 3 people on this. This animation is going to happen, whether you like it or not. This happens on Dorado after Streets phase. This happens at the end of second, up when the big doors come apart. There is an animation where the payload has to sit through regardless. This is intended by Blizzard, I assume, so that Streets phase is not snowballed. There is a time lock here. There is a time that you have to sit through, whether you like it or not, on this payload. So, instead of just sitting on the payload sucking your own dick, get one person to push, and send the others up to try and get staggers. So you're not getting enough value here. You need to continuously apply pressure, continuously trying to get picks. Because if you take an early team fight while one person is pushing this payload, like, you know they're not as 6. They're not as 6 because you just killed them and they're still respawning. Did anyone push far enough up and you killed them? If you killed them, then even after the payload has gotten through the choke, you can get free distance. And then if you stagger the people coming out of the spawn and kill them, you can stagger all of Streets phase. But all of you are just like standing on the payload. 5 of you are standing on the payload and doing nothing. And it's going to get through this door. It's going to have to sit through that animation, and after you're done all that, the enemy will be on high ground, they'll be in position, they'll have all of their cooldowns ready to fuck you in this choke. One person on the payload, and try and murder the fuck out of them. What happens if you lose this team fight? Oh fucking no, my spawn door is 10 feet behind me. There's literally no downside to trying to kill them. So kill them. Zorchin and It's Charisma. I like that name too. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream. There's no such thing as a plat error, only plat plays? I don't know. But yeah, so like, this is something in scrims, when I'm coaching like an actual team of 6, I harp on them all the time. Give the enemy like no reprieve, no quarter. You always have to be pressuring them. And if Zerker's in the chat, I remember this one time where I was playing Reaper and he was playing Lucio, and him and I, just like on Eichenwalde second attack, the two of us, Lucio and Reaper, just sped through, and I think we staggered their entire team 2 times over, and we got a full Streets phase, because they never regrouped to get a team fight. And just the 2 of us killed them one at a time, Lucio and Reaper. Sped onto the people who were respawning, killed them. Sped onto the next time, killed them. And like the other 4 people on our team just kind of like pushed the payload through Streets, while 2 of us killed their entire team 2 times over. So there is no downside at all to, after a point has been capped, especially when you're at these places that have animations. This is a time barrier that allows the enemy team to regroup and get a fair fight on Streets. But you don't want this to happen. So put one person on the payload and just go fucking ham wild on the other team. Try and get some staggers. Try and, get the payload for as far as you can for free. So many new followers. I love you guys. Mackenzie, Punderground, Like a Ham, your video. I recognize that name. Your video is coming up pretty soon. Actually, if you're here, I might do it next after this one. But, yeah. So, the other thing is that if you're not going to go up and kill the other team, the thing that you should be doing is talking about what you're going to be doing next. So you hit tab, you know what ults you have, and you know what ults the enemy probably has. And if you don't, you can discuss it with your team. So there's too much downtime. Like, this payload is being pushed, you're doing nothing, and you're not even spending the time to, like, talk about what you're doing next. What else do we have? What else are we going to be using first? What else do the opponents have? If they use this, do we have anything to counter? So, like, if we're like, do they have beat? They probably have beat, yeah, or if not, they're really close to it. Okay, then your primary target has suddenly become the Lucio. So if you kill the Lucio, you've denied that ult from being used. This sort of, like, downtime in the game, where nothing is happening, defines who wins games. It is who uses this downtime to plan the next attack more efficiently, come up with a plan for how we're going to kill the enemy, that wins games. Downtime does not exist in a game of Overwatch. Every single moment of downtime should be spent with planning, attacking, trying to get maximum value out of your character. I've ranted enough. Let's keep watching.
Payload progress.
So many followers.
Push forward.
Random
Yes, push
Hypnotica,
forward, Rand, push
Fengu,
forward.
welcome.
Just let-
We're currently reviewing a Platinum Moira player.
now.
Wow, your Genji's doing exactly what I asked. Look at that Genji.
Definitely push
Two
up on this.
picks. Oh, now we're pushing up. Nice.
If he hooks you, I have bubble.
Nice tire. Okay, good. That's good. You're still up one. You're
That's
still
how it
getting
was
free
hunting
distance.
for me. I
this
faded
is
away and
good.
then it did a U-turn.
Your
If you
Genji
had
is doing this really
separated, I
well.
would've been able to
Really
see which
well.
of the two
Really
he was
well.
going for, and I could have bubbled you instead of the Ryan.
Approach.
Okay, so now it's even. It's 4v4. 4v3 in your favor.
I got you.
Nice
Ryan's
ult.
one. Oh, not anymore. Is that arm we were all? What the
Yes.
fuck are you
Jump
doing?
right behind, because there's a jump
Ignore
right
the
behind.
junk, right? I'll get him.
Yeah.
Our Ryan was low when I did it.
Yeah, but you didn't even put it on him.
Well, that's because suddenly there was a Junkrat on me.
That doesn't matter.
So, Dio, this is you, and you're being an asshole because you're talking about irrelevant shit in the middle of a comp game. Like, literally irrelevant. There's this concept that I learned from when I played music competitively. It's instant forgiveness. If you make a mistake, immediately forget about it. Once the game is over, once the song is done, then you can reflect on what you should have done. The middle of a game, the middle of a team fight is not the time to criticize. It is not the time to say you should have done this, you shouldn't have done that. It's the time to try to actively win the team fight. Yes, Moira probably shouldn't have used her ultimate on the Junkrat. However, the Junkrat was directly threatening Moira, and she couldn't just ignore him. It would have been preferable if his tracking was just slightly better and the Junkrat would have died instead of getting away at 10 HP. And yes, it would have been better if the Moira used the ultimate to keep Reinhardt alive, because you should have used the time when the payload was being pushed uncontested to think, Reinhardt probably has Shatter. Maybe we should probably focus on Reinhardt, and if our Reinhardt has died, let's not all group up and get shattered and lose the team fight. So you're, like, talking to Angelo about don't do this, I'll do that, in the middle of a team fight? Cost you, even though Angelo probably made the right decision in attacking the character that was directly threatening him. I think the only mistake that Angelo made in this attack was that he didn't ask for help with the Junkrat. He didn't communicate that something was attacking him and preventing him from using his Moira ultimate on the Reinhardt in the front line. So, yeah, Dio, I blame this lost fight on you. Yep.
Just call
I was
for
gonna
someone
die.
else to come deal.
Okay, so you say call for someone else to come deal with it? Yes, she's correct in her criticisms. Her criticisms are poorly timed, but they are correct. Okay, let's keep going. Really, you should be running the fuck away right here, Angelo. Team fight's already lost. Just back out.
Call for someone else to deal with the Junkrat for you.
Gonna
And
run away.
actually use your ult for something.
Last time I did that, I was a Mercy, and I had to kill him myself, and then I got killed, and you yelled at me.
But
That was
you
a nice
just-
shot
you'd
from
have
the
to
McCree.
say that the Junkrat is
Wow,
on
Dio.
you and use your ult for
Nobody
what it's for,
cares,
'cause, like,
Dio.
you could have won that fight.
Nobody cares.
Off killing
Nobody
their
cares,
Reinhardt.
Dio. Shut up.
He's
Shut
just,
up,
like,
Dio.
literally 5 HP.
We could be caring about the things that are attacking our Reinhardt,
What's up, Brad?
ultimates, game
must be
plans,
the feet,
anything
never
but
mind.
criticizing our own
Yeah,
teammates. Does not help.
For hog folks coming from right side.
The other thing that happens so fucking frequently in scrims, like actual organized 6v6 plays, is when we pull off like a great play, we all want to like talk about how big our dick is. Like, did you see my ultimate? Did you see how many people I killed? They're like, oh, that was so good. And we like slap each other on the back and we jerk each other off. And then we lose the next fight because the enemy came back with a team or like a plan. So both good and bad shit, it's irrelevant. Ult charge of the enemy, what our plan is, what our movement is, staggering the opponent, positional callouts. This is the shit that's important in a game. Not chiding our teammates, not making fun of the opponents, not celebrating big ults. Staying focused on winning the game. That's what's important.